Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and till now basically we have discussed lots of things basically, and the main topic basically is attraction speed and till now basically. In that basically we have discussed lots of things basically, lots of things. We have taken one example of Haryana, then basically we have taken this all basically things also we have discussed until now basically we are discussing how basically the earthquakes basically is working, and this above things basically we have already discussed. This all basically connects to the software industry only basically. This all basically our software industry. Global warming issue basically we have discussed how basically the software industry basically is telling basically that we can solve the global warming problem, and how the basically the education industry basically is 20 percentage global warming error, and educational industry basically from the 100% global warming error basically the 20 percentage of is from basically from the software from the educational side, and basically software industry basically has taken the data from the from the educational sector, so they also basically came into the error basically. So like this basically things basically are there. So now basically in this basically we have discussed lots of things, right? This all thing basically we have already discussed, the percentage wise basically thing, each and everything basically. Then basically currently we are discussing about the topic that is the earthquakes basically. And the earthquake basically we discussed lots of things, right? We have discussed lots of things basically. In now basically we are going to discuss little bit more about the earthquakes basically. For example, one of the person basically told that that person basically, you can see that person basically, he told that yes basically that is basically the Microsoft blood group person basically. Then he told that basically what actually is studying. Then he told that basically Microsoft equal to created from 1,000 cities basically. So this 1,000 cities basically created on the base of certain energies basically. It's not created like this basically. Automatically nothing has created, and from not nobody has basically given the help also basically to create the Microsoft. You basically take this energy and create it. It's not like that basically. They have done the hard work, and they basically assume that they basically Microsoft energy basically have around 1 crore people. Just taking as an example basically, the count basically totally might be different. So like this basically Microsoft energy equal to Microsoft creation basically. It's like that basically. So one person told that basically how basically this get effect here basically. Then basically he told that basically the requirement basically are taken long year before basically, and the updation basically happens in the Microsoft platform basically. So we can just imagine basically the Microsoft blood cells basically, Microsoft basically you can say energy basically has created lots of products basically, lots of products basically. So on the base of the product basically the Microsoft energy has created that also you can say, and vice versa also there basically. So like this basically general thing basically are there. And one person basically told that basically the Microsoft matrix is basically also there basically. One person told that basically Microsoft matrix are basically also there. Microsoft matrix means you can say, for example, there is one government basically of the Bangalore government, as in that basically the Bangalore basically city is there, and the Karnataka basically state is there. So Karnataka government told that basically we have basically around 1,500 buildings basically. Can you please handle that building basically? Microsoft basically got this much requirement only. Can you please handle this many 1,500 buildings? That was the requirement given by the government. So just see basically up to what level things are basically. So government basically the bill Microsoft basically told that Microsoft basically the person basically who are handling the entire business development basically, they have the entire data of what they can do. So he told that basically yeah basically we can easily do this 1,500 building basically we can handle. So they told that basically we have the just give the list of data basically which basically 1,500 people basically are staying. So they told that basically in this building basically these all people are staying, this building this all people are basically like this basically each and every person information basically they have given. So like this basically then they told that basically this all are basically the information basically. So you can basically handle the 1,500 building basically. Then he told that okay basically we can handle the 1,500 building. So Microsoft basically, the business development officer basically and the technical group basically, business development officer basically given the requirement to the technical group basically and the software development basically groups basically and the maintenance group basically, that basically this is the building basically that basically you have to create it. So like this basically he told that basically this is the Microsoft basically the energy which basically we are going to convert to that 1500 building. So he told that okay basically we can basically handle the Microsoft building. Not Microsoft building basically, the Karnataka government given the contractor, they have just told this much, you have to handle this 1500 building basically, that's all basically, this much is the basically requirement. They basically handle like this basically, like this they have the requirement of for example they told that basically this basically matrix is going to generate 100 floors building, this matrix is going to generate 200 floor building, this many matrix basically is going to generate 250 building floor building, this matrix basically is going to handle 300 floor building. So like this basically they just have the matrix basically, on the base of that matrix basically they are going to generate on the base of the matrix basically they are going to generate few on the base of the data basically of 1500 building basically they are going to generate some matrix basically, and then basically they are going to place in the environment, that is with the help of the power company and rest of thing basically the air condition basically, that are trees are there basically in the environment, many softwares basically are running also basically. Many less people might be knowing that in environment basically in city basically, for example in Bangalore city basically there are many softwares basically running in the environment basically, which places the each and every energy into certain buildings basically. For example Microsoft told that basically we have passed the 1500 building basically data, you can just place in the certain buildings basically. So they the software company basically have the software basically which can place each and every basically buildings energy to that particular place. For that basically they use this tree, they use some certain types of satellites also basically, they use local basically the objects also, they use basically the sun solar system also basically. Lots of people say that basically especially basically the sun solar system is created for this, so that it should be little bit cheaper basically, the costing basically can be little bit cheaper basically. So like this basically the sun solar system is also created, and sun solar system basically are used also basically. So like this the government use the system, like this the power company use the system basically. Like this, the reason power company has created the sun solar system, they have told that basically you have to generate this many energy basically. So like this basically sun solar system are also basically used to help in placing the data of the building basically, that is basically the Microsoft energy basically. So Microsoft basically got this much contract, that is, can you place this Microsoft basically got this contract that from the Karnataka government, can you please handle 1500 building basically. Then he told that yes basically I can handle basically easily. Like this basically they handle the 1500 building basically, and they basically told that basically yeah basically that's okay basically we have handled it. And like this basically the Microsoft, this is also basically part of the software industry. Yeah, this is also basically the part of software industry. The big software company like Microsoft, SAP basically energy is also there. SAP basically also say that basically we can handle the 200 floors building basically. Handle means basically I will take example basically, one floor building is standing, right, it's not having the earthquakes, it's not moving to right side left side basically. The reason is what basically, how basically we can say that that building is basically not moving to left side and right side. Reason is basically the stable energy basically is passed by the Microsoft corporation, and that is basically the matrix. They have the matrix basically that 1500 building is not going to move left side and right side basically. Like this basically the Microsoft basically group says that basically we can handle the earthquake system basically easily, and the government has told that basically handle the 1500 building, and that basically we have handled. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the earthquake basically, how the earthquakes are working and how the basically the software industry is basically doing the help of the earthquake basically there, so that the earthquake is not supposed to come in the city basically, so that basically the power company basically sends the data and basically the software company manages the data, and the power company basically gets the data from the Microsoft corporation only basically. They basically don't get the data from anywhere else. So this is also basically one of the part, and next video we are going to see a little bit more about this only.